Are there any medications or supplements you can take to um, combat your binge eating?
So there are actually, I don't necessarily recommend psychopharms at this point, but there are two that are on the market. The first one is called Vyvanse, and it's originally an ADHD med and a cognitive enhancer. So what it does is it, it's an amphetamine, so it decreases impulsivity, it increases focus, it also decreases appetite. So people with binge eating disorder, especially if it's more of a compulsive disorder, will use that. And the statistic I've seen so far is that it helps about 50% of the people with binge eating disorder. However, it's an amphetamine, and people with binge eating disorder will, I mean, usually don't strictly have binge eating disorder. It's also a restrictive disorder. And so they'll find themselves restricting on this drug, and one eating disorder will become another eating disorder. So they don't necessarily fix the issue. It does decrease binges. The next one is called Contrave. Contrave, I believe. And what it is a combination of naltrexone and Wellbutrin. Naltrexone is an opioid antagonist, and it's used for people who are trying to withdraw from opiates, heroin, painkillers, and it's also used for people who want to stop drinking. So it's a combination of that and Wellbutrin, which is an antidepressant SSRI. So the difference between that and Vyvanse is that the Contrave doesn't decrease appetite, but what it does is decrease the compulsivity and sort of increases serotonin in the brain. So it actually works a little bit more on the brain and the reasons behind binge eating than getting people more into a diet mentality. So those are the pharmaceuticals. There are also a lot of natural supplements as well that can be super helpful for binge eating, that I do recommend way before going down the pharmaceutical route. Not that there's anything wrong with having psychopharms. Vyvanse scares me a little bit because it is so hardcore and it is an amphetamine. Contrave seems a little bit more promising, but I don't know that it's actually approved at this point for binge eating disorder. I think they have it as an obesity drug. I don't know. It seems like it might be going down that road for binge eating. I can't speak with great confidence because I'm not exactly sure, and I don't know that pharmaceutical company and haven't spoken with anybody at it yet. I do recommend some natural things. The first thing is B vitamins. And people could take a combination of B vitamins at night, and that decreases stress, helps regulate mood. And I mean, it's just overall good for keeping your nerves balanced. The next is Chromium. It's called Chromium, and the suggestion is 200 micrograms a day. And what it's supposed to do is help to curb sugar cravings. The next one is magnesium gluconate. And what that does is decreases anxiety. It just relaxes all the muscles in your body, kind of like slows you down a little bit. So when your body is really activated and you're looking for something to calm you down, the magnesium is super helpful. And to that end, there's also taking a magnesium bath, like putting Epsom salts in a bathtub, and that relaxes your whole body, relaxes all the muscles, and again, can keep it's something else to do other than binge eating, especially at night, and it can relax your body. 15 micrograms of zinc a day is supposed to regulate your appetite. Another recommendation is 5-HTTP, 200 milligrams in the evening or when you're having the urge to binge. It's a precursor to serotonin, so it increases serotonin and helps you relax a little bit. Do the same thing as the binge foods would. L-glutamine is a good one. So people take 500 milligrams whenever you need it. And That it's interesting because that can actually up to 3 times a day, that can actually help to stop a sugar craving in the moment. A really good one is fermented cod liver oil every day, which has vitamin D and really helps with anxiety. The next one is called ashwagandha, which people really like. It's an adaptogenic, and it sort of helps to regulate your mood, give you what you need. And what I really like is prebiotics, not probiotics, but prebiotics. And there have been multiple studies that when you take prebiotics, it actually reduces anxiety. So overall, there have even been studies comparing it to Prozac and having people really calm down or even be able to go off of antidepressants with the prebiotics, because there are some theories that what's going on in your gut really affects what's going on in your brain. So giving yourself these prebiotics can help regulate your gut, bacteria in your stomach, and regulate your mood. So I would say to try all these things. Of course, ask your doctor before you take any supplements. You know, these are more natural ways to go about it.